Well, once again, it's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show. Yeehaw!
Good morning, Southern Fried Podcast fans, and all you folks out there in Cornbread Nation. We are glad you are here this morning. I am running behind. Oh, we're so glad that all of our folks from Cornbread Nation, all you breadheads are here. Hey, it's Valentine's Day. Woohoo! How's Dave doing this morning?
All right.
Oh,
Good morning, everybody.
good. You know, a lot of people think that, oh, something I got to do real quick. I have heard that a lot of people say that love is the greatest feeling in the world. But I want to throw something out there for you. I don't think love, I think there's a close competitor, if not something that beats that out. When you're having stomach issues and you really need to find a bathroom and you finally find one, I think that's probably one of the better feelings in the world. Would you agree or disagree, Dave? Just saying, you know.
Well, I don't know. I'd say it's a relief. I don't know if it's one of the better feelings than love, but it's a relief.
No. No,
Might be
I'm sorry.
more classified with thankfulness.
Well, okay, but you know, it's still just a thought. Oh,
Oh yeah.
oh. So yeah, I was just laying in bed this morning and I had snoozed my alarm and I just did make it here in time. Oh, mm,
But you made it.
I did make it. It was close though. What is Face Plant Friday? What are you face planting about?
That's just what it feels like.
Oh, well, y'all, we apologize. We didn't make it on for Cornbread Nation last night. We had some technical difficulties, but it does appear we've got it about all worked out. So I think we're going to run that Cornbread Nation, what, on Tuesday? Coming up.
Yeah.
And then we're going to run our regular one on Thursday. So while we shorted you a Cornbread Nation this week, we're going to double up on it next week because we're like that.
We'll get her done.
We're going to get her done. Can't help it. Sorry. It snuck out. I ain't even had a chance to look up my news, nothing this morning, but I'm fixing to. Hey, you look a little different over there. Y'all been working on your studio again.
Well, I'm on my desk, my new desk. As part of the reason I was having, well, it's not the main reason, but there was part of the delay yesterday. I don't have my background up yet over here, but it'll be up before the day is out, before tonight's show probably. But yeah, I got my own little corner of the world over here and opened up some room for other things in the studio, uh, for a guest and or puppets or whatever. So
Okay. Well, the first thing that came up this morning on my news look was there's a federal judge is this is off Fox, by the way, and the federal judges are now stepping in to federal judge is stepping in to lift his Trump's 3-week funding freeze on U.S. foreign aid. Why won't they let the man do the job he was elected for? Why do they want to step in every way that they can and hinder?
well, some of them are not working off of they're working off an agenda more than you know. One of the judges has a tie-in to USA ID, so his wife. So not surprising that they're putting some roadblocks up. Some of them are possibly Biden appointees. There's several judges. There's several lawsuits. I mean, they're just lining up to bog down the courts and got judges in their corner. And we did get Robert Kennedy Jr. confirmed last night. I really enjoyed his words. I didn't listen to the whole speech, but I heard enough. He said that people told him, he didn't say what people, I can only guess, that President Trump could not be trusted, that he better get it in writing. And he said they've only had a handshake deal, and that he has been true to his word on every single thing that he has said to him, and that he truly believes that he is a historical figure for all time. It was
Wow.
very kind what he had to say.
Wow.
He said you have done. He said and beyond, that you have fulfilled everything that you said you would do. He said and beyond that. He said so. He was extremely happy. So I guess that leaves. Whoops, my camera's messing up.
Oh,
Sorry, folks. We're still getting used to the new location, so some of my stuff maybe I'll just go off screen for a bit.
well, just stay right here with me. It'd be fine. We can still hear you just fine. Your sounds coming
I
through
got
great.
wires that are still precariously ran, so
It'll be all right. Good morning, Jonathan HVDO. Happy Valentine's Day. Well, Valentine's Day kind of rough on me this year. I'm just going to let it go with that. There's another story on here that on Fox that while it's not so much politically motivated, I find it to be terrifying. It seems like that people have gotten more and more adventurous on these kayaks and stuff. Kayaks are very small watercraft, and they try to get close to these great big animals and stuff, and they try to get closer and closer. And guy was out there trying to get close to a humpback whale that was feeding, and the whale came up and did its eating and took the kayak with it. They got it on video. Now
I saw that.
He's spitting back out. But you know what? These are the biggest animals on the planet, and they're eating. Why would you think that it'd be okay to get right on top of where they're fixing to take a mouthful of food? It's not funny. If he'd actually gotten killed by it, it would have been a horrible thing to have happened. And humpback whales are not aggressive creatures. They're usually fairly protective of the animals around them. But why? It's got to eat, and you go across right where it's eating. Of course, he may not have known, but usually they're making quite a big ruckus where they're fixing to come up at. They do things like bubble nets and stuff like that to force the fish up. And it makes a ruckus on the surface. And what was going through the guy's mind? You know, he's like, oops. Even worse, what was going through the whale's mind? Yuck.
Same thing was going through Jonah's mind, I guess.
No, Jonah actually got swallowed. Oh,
Well, he about did.
Yeah, he almost did. He went in the mouth.
Yeah, he just about did.
And the whale, he tasted it so bad, the whale just spit him right back out. You needing that, man? I mean, how bad is it when something goes to eat you that it's like, yuck?
Not his normal food.
Not his normal food. Okay, we'll go with that. All right, so we have to remember this morning that in honor of Valentine's Day, Steve agreed that Al Capone got it right. I'm just going to lay it out there. Yes, the Valentine's Day massacre, Al Capone. That was horrible that it happened, but you know, for us guys that are women or whatever that not particularly enjoying Valentine's Day today, it gives us a good reason to celebrate. Ha. So this is the National Go Buy a Flower Day as well. Or you better go buy some flowers or some chocolate or hey, you're back.
I'm back.
Did you fix it?
Well, maybe. I just have wires that are ran across other wires that are ran across other wires that I need to separate. So I just hadn't had time to do it. If it messes up, I'll just take it back down.
Yeah.
Well,
you know, I find it funny. Your computer probably looks like mine on the backside. Looks like Charlotte's Web and just wires everywhere. You're trying to get them run certain, and you take all this time when you're putting it together, and you get all the wires ran just the way you want it. You get them zip tied together, and then it seems like you turn around and everything's just all jumbled up all over again. You know.
Hola there. Good morning to you.
Hola. I'm afraid to say that now because I might get it wrong. Hinata? Hinata. We'll throw it up on screen. I have no idea. I know I got hola.
We're glad you're here. Happy Friday.
Yes. Happy Valentine's Day. I'll say it. I'm going to be happy about it no matter what. I got this. So, did you get all your stuff bought for Valentine's Day?
No, not yet. Today, Kaylee was staying with a friend, so have not had a chance to give her anything yet. And my family was gone till late, so we'll take care of all that today. Huh?
Oh no, you was working on stuff last night, so you didn't get to go with them.
I was at work, but when they left, when I got home, they were gone, and you know, we'll. I mean, they got home. They messaged me that they were home, but yeah, we're still working on stuff, and so I was in studio for about 3 hours, and they were gone when I got here, so I didn't even know they came in until they messaged me.
Wow. Well, I'm glad we survived last night. Dave was, yeah. We look forward to our shows a lot, and we look forward to doing them. And last night, Dave was full of aggravation, and I wouldn't say he was angry, but Dave was. We're very passionate, and we really love doing Cornbread Nation. It's one of our favorite shows of the week, and we don't get to do it. It's like, you ever have one of those moments where you're just, me and Dave were talking last night, and I could feel it. He was, I love him. I do love him. I love my brother, and he you could feel the frustration coming through the phone. I could tell it's gonna be all right, Dave. But I'm sure everybody has had that moment. And we don't get to do our little shows sometimes. It messes with us because we're fired up, we're ready to go.
Fired up and ready to go.
That's it. And Chuckers. So, all right. So, you got anything else interesting going on today?
Well, I got to go to work. You know how that is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always fun. But it's Friday, so
yeah.
Kids are out of school on Monday, so Kaylee's going to her mom, so she's going to be gone through the weekend. Of course, I'll be having to. Well, I don't know. Jeremy might take her to her mom's and me pick her up. So sometimes we do that. Since I have a show and I don't want to be pushed, sometimes I'll let them take her up, and then we go up on what normally would be Sunday, but it might be Monday afternoon. So we'll see.
Wow. Well, I mean, we'll get her done as quick as you can.
But in lieu of not being able to do the show, and I can always do another, let's see if this works. We have a new character.
Okay.
Georgia Bubba. He ain't got his hat on yet. But this is Georgia Bubba with a little bit of a funny. Him and Uncle Jeb running around. Let's see if this works. All right, Rob?
All right, go for it.
This will either be great, a disaster, or somewhere in between.
Cheat it.
So
sounds like a normal show to me.
Yeah. Are you scared?
No.
Georgia Bubba. Georgia Bubba. Hey, folks, this is Georgia Bubba, and I'm a friend of Uncle Jeb's. Me and him run around all the time. He kind of embarrasses me, but we pretty good old friends. But anyway, they asked me to come on here and talk about something funny for the Cornbread Nation. Well, when you're running around with Uncle Jeb, it's always funny. Just the other day, we was running around over in Fort Payne, Alabama, and we saw this sign that said, boat for sale. And I said, well, Uncle Jeb, you've been looking for a boat. You've been wanting to go fishing. And I said, why don't we stop and look at it? So we did. We got out and we started looking around. I said, Uncle Jeb, there ain't no boat. I just see a Ford and a Chevy. So I said, you better ask him about that. So Uncle Jeb, he gets up there and he says, where's the boat? The sign says, boat for sale. And the old fella there, he said, that's right. They boat for sale. Lord have mercy. The things you see when you're running around with Uncle Jeb in Fort Payne, Alabama.
Boat for sale. Boat to them for sale. Boat of them.
Yeah, boat of them.
In Fort Payne.
In Fort Payne. It was spelled boat, but I guess if you say it that way, it sounds like, well, boat of them for sale.
Yeah, it sounds like. And that sounds like something to be said in Fort Payne. Probably something the way it's spelled. I think the only good thing that came out of Fort Payne was there's a good hospital there. And there's a music group that came out of Fort Payne that's pretty well known. It's called Alabama. I guess that name of that group could have been My Family Tree Runs in a Straight Line, but they named it Alabama instead, and it was a good
Rob.
group. What?
We love our people in Fort Payne now. Come on.
Yes, we do. We do. We love them. Y'all all right. Y'all all right. But y'all believe in going in straight lines.
We do have, though. We do have, and we'll see it Tuesday. We have our new city in Mississippi. We will release the name of that city in on Tuesday, but we do have it. We do have it.
Okay.
It's a perfect match for. It's a perfect location for the next redneck destination. So,
And I got the next one after that for next Thursday.
so,
This one's
so
going
what
out.
state we going to?
We're going to Ohio in honor of our good buddy Steve. And you know he's a redneck. Oh my goodness. Anybody that uses a Jeep to catch a smallmouth bass and blames it on the moonshine, you know he's a redneck. There ain't no question. And he's proud of this fact. And anybody that can use an easy bake oven for a forge, you know is a redneck. I'm sorry, he does not use an easy bake oven for a forge. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna get off that temporarily. I will come back later on and visit probably, but I'm gonna.
You know, I've noticed something, Rob.
What?
He hasn't had a live, or at least he hadn't told us about it. He hasn't had a live since that night. I think we damaged him, man.
Oh,
I
don't
think
think
the easy bake got him, man. He's not had a live since.
Steve, you better not let me run in my mouth keep you from doing a live. You did a real
I'm
good
sure
job
that's
on that.
not.
We've been bragging on you
I'm
about
sure
that.
that's just coincidence, but it is true. He has not had a live since that night that I know of. He might not have told us about it.
Oh, we were trying to do voiceovers for him and everything else because we linked him on our show and had a little fun with it too. But
Maybe next time we'll be able to hear him.
yes, we couldn't even hear him on that one, so we had to put our own words in there. Well, we're going to try something, but I got a little trick that I've learned. I'm going to see if it works on that too. Yeah. Oh, a lot of the reporters, especially now, because Trump's back in office, they had a big thing about, Peter Deuce, Deuce and all them, and they were giving them trouble for years. And now Trump's back in office, you got all these reporters that come in and just feel so entitled, and it shows on everything that they do. So, CNN's Caitlin Collins,
Yeah.
Catlin, whatever, got up there at the White House before they even had asked for questions or anything. And, he held up the agreement that he was signing and just blurted out, Mr. President, you want the White House in part of high inflation. If your tariffs make prices go up, and Trump stopped him. Said, excuse me, we haven't asked you to speak yet. He jumped in on Trump's moment, and Trump just slammed him down.
Yeah.
Why? And then they asked if Putin was his friend, and all this and stuff. And he said, yeah, he's all right, and all this kind of stuff. It finally comes down. She started in, but couldn't Putin just withdraw? And he cut her off. And he said, he's a friend of CNN. That's why nobody watches CNN anymore, because they have no credibility. And then he left her hanging. Oh, my. Got a little common courtesy, a little bit of respect, and it doesn't exist there anymore. It's just it's like they demand everybody be respectful, and they were really down on people for not being respectful to former President Joe Biden when he was giving his little meetings, if he ever gave one, or to Kamala, or to Juan Pierre, whatever her name was. You got to be civil and give respect and all that kind of stuff. But now that the administration's changed, we have to stop that now. Now we have to start being rude butts again. It's very
Oh
typical.
yeah, they'll be completely disrespectful. Completely.
But hey, he's our president. We elected him. Fix your attitude, people.
He
It's
is the
not his
president.
attitude. It's not his attitude at this point. It's your attitude. Get over yourselves. Did I say that? Did I get on my soapbox in a correct way? I did that in a even tone and everything. I don't feel very
Yeah.
even tone about that. I'm getting better. Because
Ever so slightly.
I mean, because I didn't get on here and say, "Hey, you dab blind knuckleheads, get over yourselves. Let the president talk. Don't be interrupting him." You see, I didn't go into all that. I was nice about it.
It reminds me of one of those they used to come on when they're out in the wild. We are now out in the wild. We are viewing the wild orangutan. He normally rips the arms off of his prey, but today he pets him and tells him he's nice and he likes him.
Uh-oh. Oh, say we froze. Are we still frozen? Let's ask. Did we froze? I don't know. It'd be all right. I
We
used to
look okay
love.
on YouTube because I've got
All
it
right.
pulled up.
Let's see. She's coming in on Facebook. Let me
Might
yank
have to
this
pull
over
up.
here. We'll have a look. All
It's
right.
just one of them
Oh,
days,
that
man.
says we're not frozen on that one now. Okay,
Okay.
good. Good. All right.
Good
Thank
morning,
y'all for.
brother Earl.
Uh, had my brother Hester right there. We was talking about you the other night on here. It wasn't nothing bad. This is you as a little feller. And I used to, when we was tag team, I used to give him a hard time. Are you just a little feller? It'd be all right. I got you back. Shut up.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
looks
know if
like
he's watching this morning, but somebody that I've known for a long time was telling my family that they watch. They never comment. So to you, brother Robbie, appreciate you watching. I don't know if you're watching this morning, but shout out to you. So we appreciate your all of those. There's a lot of people like that. They don't like to comment or they just like to watch. We appreciate it. It's a blessing to us. So thank you for that.
uh, oh, yeah, we appreciate everybody out there. I'll tell you what, we had an interesting show on Wednesday night on Hump Day News with Rob Diamond and Justin on. That was Mr.
Jake,
Hudson. Jake, why am
Huston,
I getting?
Huston.
Why do I want to call you Justin, Jake? I don't know why. I have since the first time I've seen your name for some reason. Instead of saying Jake, I want to say Justin. And I know your name. And
Well, you
maybe I
know,
think you're one of the, what was that? Justin Bieber? Wasn't he one of the Backstreet Boys or something? Maybe I think you're famous on that. Famous.
well, he is famous. Well, you
Yeah.
know, while we were doing that show, he got the tornado warning. You
Yeah.
know, a tornado hit in their town.
Oh, wow.
I think he said took out 4 houses.
Ooh.
That next morning, I come on and did a live, and he said that 4 houses got took out in the
Wow.
town. I don't know if anybody got killed, but that they were under severe weather while he was on live with us. That's just not something you want to hear.
No, that's not a good thing. That is not a
He,
good thing.
by the way, I don't know if he in the show he really thanked us for making him feel welcome. You know, he's had problems with some, and he said that he felt completely comfortable with us, and he appreciated how we made him feel welcome. So I said, well, that's the way we roll. Thank you though, but that's how we do.
Yeah.
We're not gonna embarrass somebody or
No, no, and he's fine. I enjoyed the interview with him and old dog tag there, and it was
I got to get a sticker made up. It's just something I hadn't got to yet, but I'm gonna get him a sticker made up and get it sent. I was actually looking yesterday. I'm trying to decide which one I want to use. I'm just going to use the SFP logo for the first round and get those, get a couple of them sent out and get one sent to Mr. Diamond. He said he'd put it on his water bottle. So we'll get that done. I think I found the place. The first place I used, I didn't like. It wasn't coming up the way I wanted it. So, but we'll get it. We'll get it.
Okay.
We will debut our new store this week too. Also, we got to get on all of our backgrounds to buy us a coffee and our other QR codes. We'll get all that put up.
Absolutely.
In a way, here we just got to get it on all the backgrounds.
Yeah, we still working, y'all. I mean, we hadn't even been going a year yet, and we're still finding stuff that we need to do, and we're trying to get caught up as quick as we can on everything. Yeah. Roy heard the songs yesterday that
thank you. He did an amazing job. He really did.
Yeah.
And we're going to use the song that he gave us. And we made a donation. He said that on the show. We didn't. We want to help him too. So we will get that song loaded up this weekend.
We won't really push that. He does such a good job on that. So if y'all are looking for a song or something like that, shoot us a line. If y'all need like a song for anything, it's hard to find stuff that's good that's not protected anymore with copyright laws and all that. If y'all shoot us a link, if you need a song for it, we'll put it right to him. He'll find something that you like.
We must be having a problem on Facebook.
Well, I'm looking at it. Yeah, it froze for just a second, I think, and then it come right back in. I'm showing it moving. It's just catching up now. Okay, so it did freeze. It needs to quit that. Come on, Facebook, do better. Mess up our show. Here we go.
It's probably just our Wi-Fi's this morning. It's just being pain.
Yeah.
Does that mean we have to sing that song?
What? Do you want to build a snowman? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah. So we gotta sing some Frozen songs.
Yeah. Cold never bothered me anyway.
I feel Dave, frozen. My heat down here. I gotta get some more gas.
You're gonna have to do all the twirling and jumping and dancing and stuff and waving of the little magic wand.
We're out of luck. We'll have to get Georgia Bubba to do that.
Oh man, that's not nice. We got
not gonna happen.
Oh, if you're scared, you should stay scared.
My granddaughter was, at that age when both those came out that we sat. I took her to the movies on the second one, and we talked about it. We sat together, and she cried, and we had a good time. But probably will never see another one because they're woke. But she's beyond that now. She doesn't care for that. So timing is everything.
I love how they've gone back. Little Mermaid. That was an okay animated movie. And they go back and then they change it. We have to be all inclusive and I just turned off. Can't stand it.
Yeah.
Why can't we just do a movie? Why do we have to leave it alone? Could you imagine Blazing Saddles being made today? I mean, there's no way.
No,
there's no way. It would never be
made.
Yeah, and it was it's a classic, dude.
I take that back. I I take that back. I think there's a reversion. I think it's kind of going back. I think you're gonna see some more of that. There's a pushback now. I can tell you the morning show that what's with the other two different ones. Which is it? The Big Show. Their skits are definitely not woke.
No.
They are not woke. They push the envelope. I mean, they push it hard.
Well,
Hard.
good.
I heard a skit the other day. I was shocked, honestly, but it's like, it's humor. I mean, it's just humor, but it's
Well,
so there is a niche there where I think it's being pushed. But I think comedians are starting to feel okay to have some fun and all in good fun, and whatever, and just realizing that it's humor. It's humor. You don't have to be offended at humor. You can just listen or not listen. It's like when you go, like here in town, I've never been, but it's like you go to the Comedy Catch, the comedy club in Chattanooga. If you go there, I mean, any comedy club, you have to agree. I mean, that's the rules. If they pick on you, they pick on you. You got to roll with it. That's the way it goes. You can choose not to come, but if you go in that club and that comedian is giving you what for, you just got to take it. I mean, that's just their skit. That's just the way it is. So
Absolutely.
You can leave. Hello, Jake.
Good morning, Jake.
No, we messed up. I messed up.
We had technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties with a file on my side, and it was kind of central to the show. So that will be aired Tuesday. We apologize. I did put up that we were doing that, and we tried. Lord knows, I fought, but I was not a happy camper.
No, he wasn't.
I'd even planned on doing a late night show last night, and I got so aggravated. I just went to bed.
I was talking to him on the phone, y'all. You know it's bad when you can hear a head bob. Okay, he's up there talking on the phone. He's like, "What's going on with this gambling stuff? Let me tell you, I'm aggravated." And you could hear his head bobbing, and you could see his eyes. You look like this, but
Well, it wasn't nothing that I haven't done before. It was just that, technology, man. It kept asking me for, I was transferring a file from my phone to the computer, and you get caught in this world of multi-factor passwords and stuff, and it wasn't. I would reset it on one side, and on the other side, it wouldn't recognize, and I was just having all kind of crappy issues like that. So
he keeps asking
no, but we'll get it.
If you're like, I just answered that question. Stop it. What is wrong with this piece of junk?
I was talking to it.
It's bad.
It might have got called an idiot at least once.
Did it get called worse than that?
I'm not saying. What happens in the studio stays in the studio.
Did you have a Robertism slip?
Not to that level, but I came dang close. That's why I didn't come online. That's why I didn't even get on the computer. Like, I'm not even doing that. I'm so aggravated right now. You got to watch a movie. I mean, Dave mad. So I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Thank you, Jake. You're a blessing.
He's stickers, Bubba.
I was talking about it this morning. I'm working on it, brother. I'm trying to get the right one. We want it to be special, so I'm working on it. But they're not sent out yet, but they soon.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
there was people talking about how ICE was arresting people at an anti-ICE protest.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
They're protesting ICE, and ICE is arresting people. Hey, you look like you don't belong here. We've been looking for you.
Oh, Jake, no
Let's
issues,
have some
Bubba.
more protests.
No issues, Bubba. We got some technical stuff we're working on right now for the show, and we'll get to those stick as soon as we can. We've got a lot of stuff going on right this particular second. And I understand, you want your stickers, and we're gonna get them to you just as quick as we can. Okay, Bubba? No problems. Here's another thing that I just love. Absolutely love. The Trump team with Doge helping, they're finding stuff everywhere. Okay. They canceled a $50 million grant to an organization that believes climate justice travels through a free Palestine. I can't laugh enough about that. But that is some left-wing nonsense right there. The EPA,
I heard about that one too.
160 million to a Canadian electric bus manufacturer that has since declared bankruptcy, and they still haven't provided 95 million worth of school buses to the 55 school districts. It's the American taxpayer that got the shaft. It's gone.
Well, that whole house cards is going to fall down anyway. I mean, that all those subsidies and stuff that were given to some of these startups. I mean, they were throwing money hand over fist, especially in certain areas of the country, to these companies that were going to make electric vehicles and stuff. Most of them, they've never made money. It's always been they propped them up with our tax dollars. They absolutely give them the startup funds and kept them afloat. And a lot of them have closed already. I mean, I wonder how many of these battery manufacturers that are out there, they're popping up everywhere, and they just don't have the technology. It's not there yet. It may get there, but it's not there yet. The fires and everything. Who wants to be sitting on all them batteries when they go? I mean, if you have a wreck, or if they just malfunction and you can't put that fire out, man. I mean, it's not good.
No. It's an electrical
Who's going to park that vehicle in their garage and burn their house down?
Nobody. They got any sense.
There's that possibility.
And even if it doesn't catch fire, okay, we don't have the infrastructure set up for electric vehicles still to this day. I mean, there are some places out there where you can charge one up. But really and truly, there's not that many places to charge one up. You have to schedule your trip around where you can charge your car up.
Well, that's another bit of fraud there, because they took the money, they are supposed to have taken the money to build, I mean, hundreds of thousands of these things across the country. And to this day, there's very few of them been installed. Where's that money at?
Yeah, exactly. We don't have the means to keep them up. We don't have the means to keep them catching on fire, apparently. Who wants to put their kids in something like that?
No way.
But
no way.
I understand what they're trying to do. I really do. But we're not set up for it. We don't have the infrastructure. We don't really have the technology to do this right now. We need to develop the technology. Don't get me wrong. I'd be all for electric cars if they were a viable alternative to gas. They are not. They are not a viable alternative to the internal combustion
engine. In the state of Georgia, they've poured a lot of government money into the school buses being electric. Well, I know we've done some crosstown buses like that, but really, is it a great idea to put all these kids on electric buses? If God forbid they ever have a major disaster, can you imagine how the community would react if a busload of kids caught on fire and they couldn't put the thing out, and imagine what would happen then.
I wouldn't care if the kids got hurt or not. I'd be angry because they were at least endangered. If they got the kids off the bus safely, great. A situation like that, but they still put them in danger. I don't know. I'm just, or, and see, I can see us get in trouble for saying something like that. Oh, you're going against electric vehicles and da 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 da. Well, guess what? We have freedom of speech in this country, and I don't think we don't have the infrastructure for it. We don't have the safety measures in place for it. And we're putting kids on them. Come on, come on.
Outside of local city runs, it wouldn't work in North Georgia anyway. You couldn't run them things up and down mountains around here.
No,
They would
no.
never stay powered enough.
Wow.
And even they say that.
Yeah. I mean, it's idiocy. It's absolute idiocy. And do I think they still need to work on the technology? I think the technology can be there, but they need to work on it. They need to get it figured out. They need to go with it. And if they could figure out some way for them things to charge as you were running it at a rate to where it would keep it charged, that would be one thing.
Now, the one person who might figure it out is Elon. Now he might.
Yeah.
He's smart. He's smart.
I was gonna say it. Elon fixes the world.
I can see it now. The Elon Trump battery, and just destroy all the leftists with their new version. Wouldn't that kill them to take their own ideas and make it happen, but put "Make America Great Again" or something, on? Oh, they just die. They just die. They couldn't handle that.
Could you imagine if on the front of that battery it said "Make America Right Again" and had a picture of an elephant on it? I can see it. It would be a thing of beauty. Make America right again. Thank you, Democrats. And you left-wing nuts and fascists. The fact that, and this is true, oh no, I just saw something on here. And you know me, I scroll as I go. And it says Mexican president, this is on Fox, signals possible lawsuit against Google over Gulf of America name change. That is hilarious.
And that's that's the world we live in. Sue, sue, sue.
Yeah.
Companies are starting to switch over. They don't care.
Yeah.
What's Mexico going to do about it? I mean,
Well, they're part of Central America, right? And North America. It's America, Central America, South America. It's about evenly divided between Mexico and the United States. And it's still America. It's all inclusive. I don't know why they're upset about it. It's inclusive. Are we all about diversity?
I guess because they've had a lock on the name, but really America would be a better name because you could, because of that, because it is North America, Central America, South America, and so even the trade agreements were called the North American, Trade Pact or whatever it was called, NAFTA or whatever. But it was North America, so it fits better actually.
Yeah. Now I have another question. There's a place down here in Florida, fairly close to Panama City, called Mexico Beach. I wonder if they'll change their name to America Beach.
I doubt it.
That would be awesome, dude. That would be awesome. We're going to go down here to the Gulf of America and go to America Beach. I bet that would pick up the popularity of it, which it is a beautiful area. Don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful beach. But after a hurricane came through, pretty much did away with it. I think there was one home left standing there.
Wow.
After Michael.
Not good.
No. But I forget how deep he had his pillars in the soil and everything. I mean, he built that thing to last. And it did. It lasted that one anyway. Uh, but yeah, we've got lots of interesting stuff going on. Uh, you know, it's Gulf of America, baby, America. I love it. you know, and we're starting to see, and it's been missing for so long, some national pride. There's nothing wrong with being proud of your country. There's nothing wrong with putting your country and its citizens ahead of other countries and their citizens. Isn't that supposed to be the primary function of government, to take care of the citizens? Isn't that, defend them, protect their rights, the whole 9 yards?
Well, don't you
And,
know
and
we're all supposed to hate America. That's been the agenda for the last 15 to 20 years, is this hate America crowd that,
yeah,
we're supposed to get down and just feel horrible that we're here in America, that we're, a certain people group or whatever. Come on. Come on. I've never had guilt over anything I didn't have a part of. I'm here in America. I love this nation. Every nation has some parts of its past that are not pretty, but you know what? We're not going to live in the past. We're going to live in the now. And
that's right.
I'm proud of my nation. I'm extremely proud of it. I've never been not proud of it. It's just like your family. Sometimes you may have somebody in your family that does something that you don't like, but you work it out and you move on. They're still family.
Yeah,
America is America, and we've made mistakes, but we're not going to divest ourselves from our country. We're going to be excited about it and proud of it, and we are
amen.
still the best country on the face of the planet, and they can just get over it.
Yeah,
And we're going to fly our flags, and we're going to play our ball games, and we're going to, and I really don't care what the global community thinks. I mean, I honestly don't. That's our problem, is we've got so tied up in the global community that we forgot. That's why the American exceptionalism and pride and everything has waned, because we're trying to be fit into all those boxes. It's like that little game as a kid you play where you try to fit the box, the square, the rectangle, the star. And you know what? I don't care to play that game. I never liked that
no,
game anyway.
no, no.
We're America, baby, and we don't got to apologize to nobody, nothing. We're
And,
not going to take your crap. We've helped every nation on the face of the planet at one time or another. Every one of them want our money. They want our resources. They want everything we've got, but yet we're horrible. They can stick it, man. I'll say it. I'm proud to be American. Heck with them.
darn Skippy, and all these little rink-dink countries out there that want to just gimme, 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 gimme. Oh, you suck, you suck, you suck. Gimme, 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 gimme. Oh, America sucks. They're horrible. Gimme, 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 gimme. We need to do away with the gimmies. We got enough
Yeah,
problems
and
in this country that we need to spend our money here, and they don't
in
even
saying that,
appreciate it.
I'm not putting down any people group across the world. I find those cultures interesting. I'd like to travel to some of them. I probably won't make it, but I don't have to concern myself with elevating anybody to my level. We're America. Why do we have to feel like that we always have to try to elevate someone to be just like us? No, you're good, man. Jake, appreciate that. I think I actually saw that. I haven't had a chance to look at it, but I did see it just briefly this morning. I didn't have time to pull it up, but thank you for that.
Yes,
You've been a blessing out there promoting our channel, and you're an honorary member of crew here, so
yeah, you a breadhead.
you a breadhead.
uh, but no, why do people think it is so wrong that to be pro-America? This is not a sin. It's not a sin. It's not a bad thing to be for your country. I guarantee you, all these other little countries out there, they got their best interest. Their best interest
Yeah,
is to say, "Hey, America, chuck me some money," And America's like, "Okay, yeah. Oh, thank you for the money. You suck."
exactly. I'm tired of that. I am absolutely tired of it. I could care less what the World Health Organization or the UN or Klaus Schwab or any of those loonies have to say about our nation.
Oh,
We don't accept your crap. We don't. We do not agree with what you say. We're not going to bow down to you, get on the knee, although Biden and his cronies might do it. We don't do that. Real Americans don't do that, and you'll never get us to do it. The only person we'll ever bow to is Jesus Christ. And they can
That's
just
right.
go down the road. I don't really care. I mean, I'll say it. I am so sick of that. It's like, walking on eggshells. Oh, or people say, I've heard people say this, around the world, people hate Americans. I don't care. I don't care. You can't control how people feel about you. And that's
No.
not true of all people. But yeah, is there snobby people in some countries that look at Americans? I've had coworkers say that, Americans they're just not refined. They're rough and tough. Well, you know what? We are. It's
We've
worked for
always
us.
been that way. I mean, come on. Ain't nobody ever
We're
heard
your
of the
crazy
Wild
uncle. We're cousin Eddie, and we love it. We don't care.
West? Knuckleheads. Yeah, we're rough around the edges. We're happy to be rough around the edges. We don't speak prim and proper like they do over in them English countries. Oh, sir, we don't talk like that. We talk how we damn bloody want to. We say what we
That's
want
right.
to. We do what we want to. If you don't like it, it's like the Wild West. We're going to let you have it. It's like, Brother Hester threw something out there for me. And he sent me a message on it. And I'm going to have to run this by you, Dave, and see what you think. I want your thoughts on this.
All right.
One of the last things Biden did was he set up this whole thing, where you couldn't drill, baby drill, and round where he tried to ban the oil things and all that, and like in the Gulf of, it was the Gulf of Mexico then. Do you think part of the reason why we're going to change that to the Gulf of America is maybe a loophole there to step around that little executive order? We're not going to drill in the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to drill in the Gulf of America.
I've heard that, and it wouldn't surprise me if there's a tie into it. The way I look at it, if you make a decision and it gets you you get a twofer. We like our 2 for 2s and 2 for Fridays.
Absolutely.
If President Trump, in his grand wisdom, has figured out we can get a twofer out of this, go baby go is all I got to say. I don't care. And so, yeah, I love it.
That's interesting. Thank you, Brother Hester, for putting that out there. I hadn't heard that. I think that's hilarious.
Brother Earl, I don't know what your schedule is, but you ought to come up tonight on Front Porch with us. We hadn't seen you in a while. Earl ought to just come on up.
I don't think Earl's been on here. I don't think.
He hasn't? I thought he'd been on. I thought he'd come up with you once.
We need to have him on.
Yeah.
Sam's been on.
Maybe it's Sam I was thinking of. So
yeah.
Earl, you ought to just come on up. We'll talk fishing stories. We'll watch Robert lie.
Robert don't lie. Not when it comes to fishing. No, I just tell it like it is. I've caught the biggest one between him and me ever. I do have the biggest catch.
What did you catch? A Cadillac?
Him. I caught a dork fish.
A dork fish. Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
That still comes up to this day. Did you get some ice cream from McDonald's, or did it? I think he's asking if you got some ice cream at McDonald's, or was the machine broken?
No, it was probably broke.
We gave up on it.
By the way, Rob, there is sadness all across North Georgia right now.
Why?
Especially in my area. The Chick-fil-A has closed down to remodel.
Oh, no. Oh,
Can you imagine people that didn't know that was going to happen coming down the road and they see all the construction material?
Yeah, they go driving up. I'm going to get some Chick-fil-A. I'm going to get some Chick-fil-A. Dad, blame it. They'd be like, oh, what in the heck is going on here? I wanted some Chick-fil-A cooked on propane and propane accessories. You got company tonight, but hey, did you just call me a butthead? Laugh out loud, but he just called me a butthead. Not as in a booty head, but like, yeah, butt head. That's not very nice there, Brother Hester. It's a little feller. He'd be all right. We'll let that go over the top. Love you, brother. Well, y'all, it do be 7:00 in the morning on Friday. Hey, y'all have made it. Y'all get through today and you got it whooped. It's weekend time. Are y'all ready for this? You could do it. You could do it. Y'all have a happy Valentine's Day. Go out and buy your girlfriend or significant other some flowers, you know, or some chocolates or both, depending upon how much trouble you've gotten in this year. And don't forget the card. If you forget the card, it's you hadn't done right. And let me offer you one more piece of advice. Do not buy your wife jewelry this year. With the price of eggs being what they are, buy her eggs. She'll appreciate it more. Big fish. Okay. Oh, he's laughing at me because the butthead comment was because I hooked him. Okay. I did pull the hook out for him, though. All right.
It wasn't his buttocks, was it?
No, it was in his leg. It was in his leg. It wasn't that high on his leg. That would have been funny if it had been his buttocks, though. But he was sitting on his buttocks, so it was safe, I guess. Everybody, y'all have a great, wonderful Friday. And just remember, if you go fishing with me and I go to set the hook, I set the hook. Love y'all. Y'all have a great day. God bless you. Great old big salute. Dave, you got anything before we head out?
No, have a great day out there. We'll see you tonight, front porch. Let's get our coffee ready and see where the conversation takes us tonight. We'll have some fun with it, and we might come up with an idea or two. Maybe we get old Steve to come up with it. It's been a while. I'd kind of like to have. I'm looking for a guest. Let's have a blowout on Valentine's Day. We'll talk to Steve about. Maybe we talk about Valentine fails tonight or something. That would be fun.
Oh, that would be
fun.
Yes.
Or redneck Valentine's.
What did you get your significant other for Valentine's Day? A vacuum cleaner?
I got her a skillet.
She about beat me to death with it. Got her skillet, told her to learn how to use the dad blame thing. Next thing you're all bandaged up, arms in slings.
It reminds me of that. Yeah, that's right, Jake. We could talk about that. It reminds me of that scene real quick in Coal Miner's Daughter, where he comes in and she's a bad cook. He takes a sniff of that food and he takes it out to the dogs. That's the coldest hearted thing. He just takes it on out there to the dogs.
Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. It's survival of the fittest, dude. I don't recommend doing that, but
no.
Go for it if that's what you got to do.
It's like, hey, boy, come on.
And the dog's like, dog takes a bite, falls over dead.
It's like the taster for the master,
Here, boy, eat
dog.
this.
Dog puts his paws over his head, like I'm not got him over his mouth. I'm not treadmill.
Oh, dude.
Ouch.
Somebody did buy their wife a treadmill for Christmas one year. She did ask for it.
Yeah.
So don't ask for it if you don't want it.
That's
all
true.
Right. Salute, guys. Y'all have a great, wonderful day. We will see y'all here tonight for Front Porch Talking.
That's right.
We're going to talk about Valentine's Day fails. Knights of Ren just caught just in time for the tail end. All right. We will see y'all tonight. Salute. Get through the day. We'll see you then.
Well, once again, it's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show.